Have you ever wondered how you can show random acts of kindness to those around you? Julia Jones, owner of Sierra Bridal and Itty Bitty Balloons, is here on set with her son Eli and also his best friend Whalen to share how they are actually doing acts of kindness at their school. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. And actually, Julia was a previous, thank you. Julia was actually a previous guest on Shasta's Journey and shared her faith on a one-on-one interview. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, please go to our YouTube channel, Shasta's Journey. And I just want to thank you for being back.
Yay, thanks.
Yes. So we have Eli and Whalen's act of kindness.
Yes.
And what is that? Could you tell the viewers?
Yes. So Whalen and Eli's Acts of Kindness started as a school project. Everybody at our school has to do a community impact project, and that can be anything that the kids choose, but it has to be volunteer basis, something that they feel would impact our entire community. So in talking about what to do, we decided that there's not enough kind people in the world. And we know that the two important things to live by is what, guys? Number one is do unto others as we would have them do unto us. And the second one is love your neighbor as yourself. That's important. So we tried to come up with a project that would help us actually walk that out in real life.
Wow, that's fantastic. This is so exciting. And why is being kind so very important? Eli, you have your hand up. Do you want to answer that?
Because it's helping to the world.
Yeah. What else does it?
It's helping to everyone else.
Mm-hmm. And what types of acts of kindness have you been able to do?
Helping people bring back their shopping carts.
Mm-hmm. You brought shopping carts back?
Mm-hmm.
That's so sweet of you. How many times did you do that?
One.
One? Okay, that's great. That's a random act of kindness.
Mm-hmm.
What other types of acts have you been able to do?
There's a couple more.
Like what?
Like write 5 notes to a place where
people will find them.
Where people will find them.
Telling them that they're special.
Telling them that they're special.
And
what about you, Whalen?
We're going to interrupt really quick, right, boys? Because there's a couple of acts of kindness that we've been doing that we want to share with you.
Okay.
Let's see where my bag is here.
Let's see.
So one act of kindness is that we write notes for people that tell them why they're so special.
That's for me.
Aw, this is so sweet. It says, you are special because you are nice and you are always nice to people. It's kind of hard to see, but it's adorable.
And then this is from Whalen.
Whalen, how did you know my favorite color is yellow?
I did.
How did you know?
I didn't. It was just a lucky gut.
Well, looks like you are lucky. It says, you are special. How cute is that? Yeah. I hope you guys are inspired to maybe write on somebody's Facebook a little happiness, a little kindness.
Does that say dumb?
No.
You know what?
What
it
does
is
that say?
cute. Thank you
What
so
does
much,
it say?
Whalen. Thank
So
you, Eli.
our other act of kindness is that we like to get people special gifts,
Like
to make them feel good. So
like
we
flowers.
got you
Oh, this is so cute.
flowers.
Aw, thank you so much. Look at this. Man, they just put a smile on my face. See, look how easy that was. Thank you, guys.
That's what acts of
Welcome.
kindness are, right, guys?
Yep.
Shows people how much we care about them, right?
Yeah.
You guys are so sweet.
So we also have another thing that we brought to give you. And this is part of what our project was about. That was, we made these kindness cards. So on one side it says, Eli and Whalen's Acts of Kindness cards. If you are feeling inspired, please carry out your kindness task. Keep the kindness going. When you are done, pass pass the card along to someone else so that someone else's day can be brightened. Have a wonderful day, Whalen and Eli. So on the other side of each card, there's an act of kindness that you do. So this one says, pay it forward. Pay a little or a lot towards someone's purchase in line behind you. That's one that we thought of. A lot of these, though, don't cost any money to do, right, guys?
Yeah.
Because we don't want to limit people to only doing acts of kindness that cost money, right? Yeah. Because not everybody can do that.
Yeah.
Pushing the shopping cart back didn't cost any money, huh?
Yeah.
Waylon, were you also with Eli when you were pushing shopping carts?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I pushed an 81-year-old man's shopping cart in.
That is so sweet of you. Was he happy?
Yes. He said I'm a hard worker.
Oh, that is so sweet.
There's actually a picture on the board.
Yeah, we
There
brought pictures.
is. That's wonderful. Maybe we can also get a shot at the pictures on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we do have it on set. What else have you guys been able to do?
We have, well, when we handed out the first 10 cards, it was basically a practice run, and we handed it out to Eli's friends, and then we went big and handed out 100 cards to random strangers.
100 cards.
110 cards in all.
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot of cards.
Yep.
Do you like
Agree.
being kind to others?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fun.
yeah, it's also really helpful.
Why
It is.
Yeah. What were some of the things you liked about it, remember?
I just liked everything, except one guy.
Well,
Well, yeah, he had.
That was the man who spoke French, and
Yeah,
he had to
yeah.
keep stopping to explain to his family
Yeah.
what you were saying, so it was
Eli,
hard.
he said to Eli that he should let me talk instead of him, which I don't think was really kind.
well, I think everybody needs to practice kindness.
Yeah.
So what did we brought all of these kindness cards?
To give
So
out.
it's to give out closer to here.
Yeah,
We
so
did downtown Sonora and Columbia's, but now we're doing here.
Yeah, so we brought these cards for Shasta and the staff here
Yeah.
to pass out too, so that they can help us spread all of the acts of kindness that we wanted to do,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Because there's a lot of people over here that want to be kind to people too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
You're
So,
welcome.
Julia, how did you guys come up with this random act of kindness? I know it obviously was.
It was my mom's idea. She asked me, and I agreed, and when I asked Eli, he agreed too.
Yeah, so Krista is Wayland's mom,
Yeah.
and she came up with the really good idea. So we all talked about it, and we agreed that a lot of the other kids do obviously important projects. We had a kid that did a book drive and collected books for kids that don't have books. We
Yep.
had kids that raised money for different programs that are important. But we wanted our project to show something that anybody could do. And the really important thing that we wanted to show people is that the smallest thing can make big changes, right? So even something as small as letting somebody go in front of you in line at the grocery store is enough to make that person go home and say, "You'll never guess what happened to me." And that encourages them to turn around and want to do that too, because then you understand how great you feel through something so simple.
And this is a faith-based show. And Eli, why do you think it's so important to be kind?
Because it's helping our community. It's helping the whole world.
Do you think that makes God happy too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so too. And Julia, you did mention you obviously do raise Eli in a Christian home. So how do you think that has affected him in taking part in this Community Service Act?
Absolutely. A lot of times I think the things that we're taught seem so huge to accomplish. I mean, you almost sometimes feel like unless, I'm super famous or I'm some big evangelist or I'm, somebody who can influence the entire world at once, that I can't really make a difference. But the Christianity is actually exactly the opposite of that even if you have not a cent to your name, you have nothing else, just simply loving your neighbor is all that's required of you. And that is enough to change and impact the world. So our Facebook page, which we have on our board, is under Whalen and Eli's Acts of Kindness. And within just 24 hours, we have almost 200 likes on our Facebook page.
Wow, that's
Which
so
is-
great,
And
guys.
over 1,000 in
1,000
Cs.
views, right?
1,000 views.
So we're really doing good with that. And the really cool thing is that a missionary that I'm friends with in Africa saw the project, and he is actually printing out the cards for the kids at his school and church in Africa to start this. So literally, we have proven between last Thursday and today, so 5 days,
You guys have only been doing it for a week?
only a week, we've been doing this, and we've already shown that something this simple has impacted the world, right?
I am so
Right.
proud of you guys. Whalen, what is something nice that somebody has done for you?
Well, immediately when we gave someone a card on the practice run who happened to be with one of Eli's friends, she automatically, it was a hold the door for a stranger card, and she automatically said I can do it and held the door open for me.
Oh, that is so
And
sweet.
he bought me some swirls the other day.
Some ice cream.
So in return I gave him a double scoop ice cream.
Wow, look at you. You guys are the best of friends.
Yep.
Eli, how about you? What is something nice that somebody has done for you?
A lot of things.
Like what? Tell us some.
Like Waylon just said.
He gave you ice cream?
Mm-hmm.
What else?
And sometimes my dad gets me surprises without me knowing.
That is so sweet. What is one surprise that he's given you?
Silly string.
Silly string. We love silly string.
Hey, Eli, I can think of an act of kindness that somebody did for us just a few minutes ago. What was that?
Shasta.
That's Shasta. And what was her surprise act of kindness for us when we first got here?
Pizza.
Yeah, she had a whole pizza party waiting for us, and that is definitely an act of kindness.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are more than welcome. I didn't want you guys to starve. I know how hard it is to sit on this set and talk, so I wanted you guys to have your tummies full, and I want to thank you guys for being here with me. I actually want to go ahead and read off some of these cards. You actually said that you can email these to people, right?
Yes, we can.
Wonderful. And what's the email?
So if you want to contact us,
Eli and Waylon's act of kindness.
On Facebook. And they
Yes.
can also email your mom at
Julia at Sierra Bridal and Balloons.com.
Yay! Okay, so some of these is if you're feeling inspired. Hold on, is this the back? Oh, this is the front.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you
okay,
go.
the acts are on the back. Okay, bring a neighbor flowers or a thoughtful gift.
That's what we did for Shasta. We brought her
Yeah.
flowers.
You guys are so
Yeah.
sweet. I love flowers. Buy a little or a lot towards someone's purchase in line. I'm just giving you guys some ideas in case you can't think of any. Open
Yeah.
the door for several strangers today. I could think of one. Actually pray for somebody when you say you're going to.
That's a really good one.
Yes, these are so cute. Offer to help a neighbor. That could be in any way.
In any way, yeah.
Anyway, let somebody go ahead of you in line. That's a great one because you never know if somebody's in a rush. You never know. These are so cute. I love it. So,
I'm
how much?
going to interrupt you
Yeah.
really quick because
No problem.
I'm going to do an act of kindness right now.
Another one. Man, this whole show is filled with kindness.
So, about 4 years ago, Shasta came to my shop. Eli doesn't even remember because he was probably 3 at the time.
I do
And that's how
remember.
you do remember. And that's how we met. And Shasta asked me to be on her show. And I just want you to know, so one thing that the boys and I were talking about on the way over here is that sometimes people might feel like no one loves them or appreciates them.
Yeah.
But you don't always know that, right? Because somebody keeps it a secret deep down inside. So what my act of kindness is for Shasta is to tell you that you really impacted my life. To feel like it was special enough for me to come here and tell my story. Sorry, but I just want you to know that over the 4 years that I've known you, I have just grown to love you, and I want you to know that I'm always here for you, and I love you, and you're important, and you're special.
Julia, I love you so much. I know, try not to read her makeup here. You are so sweet, so sweet. You know, Julia herself, I have seen her go above and beyond. This has just turned into a random act of kindness. It's okay. This episode's a little different from the others, but we have to mix it up a little bit and, you know, spread some kindness. I hope you're getting a laugh out of this. But I took my friend, the first time I met Julia, I took my friend prom shopping at Julia's shop.
Yes.
And my friend was so worried about the money and the cost, and Julia just went above and beyond with everything, and we were just stunned over and over again, year after year, and just a kind person. Eli, you have a really great mom, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a really great dad.
And a really great dad. Can't forget about him.
Yeah.
Can't forget about. So these are some really great ones. Do you have any other ideas for ones that maybe we didn't include in these?
Yeah.
Well, like what?
Donate money to homeless people.
Or take them
Take
food.
Food.
We had that idea.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another simple one that I can think of, Whalen, that was, I think, one that you thought of, which was tell people compliments.
Yeah.
So if you pass somebody on the sidewalk, you could say to them, you have really nice eyes. Your eyes are really beautiful. And that's a compliment.
Yeah.
And everybody doesn't know that all the time, right?
Yeah. They don't.
Yeah, no, this is
'Cause
really
they
great.
can't see themselves.
That's
Exactly.
true. But we can see what's special in them, right?
Yeah.
It's so important to remember that you don't have to have a lot of money. I mean, you can
see
help the people in your home, at work, I mean, whatever it may be. Like you just
Or
said, you
feet
know,
in your
compliments.
hands. You can't
What
see
is
your
what does the
face.
school think of this project?
Well,
We haven't introduced it to them yet.
so
done it
so
yet?
our poster
So we're gonna
board,
do it like on Tuesday. We're gonna do it on Thursday.
Yes. So
Today's Thursday.
our poster board is due tomorrow. So we have to turn that in tomorrow. And then listen, guys, pay attention. And the presentations are Thursday evening, and it's really cool because the mayor comes, and people on the county board of supervisors come. All people from our whole community come to our school, and the people walk around to each presentation board, and we explain to them what your project was and what you did to change the community, so that way even the mayor knows how hard these kids are working to show the community how love and generosity can impact everybody.
Yeah.
Eli, what's your favorite part about school?
Math.
Math? That's great. Have you been doing anything kind to people at school?
Yeah.
Yeah? What are some examples?
Take someone to get a Band-Aid when they're hurt.
Oh, that's so sweet. What about doing something kind for your teachers?
I bring an apple once to my teacher.
Yeah,
That's sweet of you.
a lot. Some people decide to bring like bowl on like apple fake ceramic apples. One even brought this teacher a carving of stone that had an apple on it, and it said "Best teacher ever."
That
was
really
cool.
sweet.
Sometimes we bring balloon bouquets too.
Yeah, because there's special days.
Yeah, Teacher Appreciation Day, we brought balloons for the teachers to show them how much we appreciate them. It's something that was fun and exciting.
We for an end of the year gift for our music teacher. It was his first year to show him that we appreciated him. We made 20 cards for him because there was 20 people in the class, so each made one. And we gave him a mug that said teach, inspire, and something else that I can't really remember. Do
I
you
think
remember,
you have a
Eli?
pretty good remember.
Teach, inspire, expire, and
Inspire, not expire. Do you want like? Do you mean like? You mean like?
Inspire and
Yeah, inspire and expire are different things. Expire means like rot, but inspire.
You know what I really love? I love that kids tell the truth. I asked Eli, I was like, so what should I wear? I held up 2 outfits and he knew exactly which one. He did not hesitate. So I appreciate you guys' truthfulness on set. Also keep in mind, Whalen and Eli are the youngest guests we've ever had on Shasta's Journey. So just, I'm impressed by them, and the fact that they're on here sharing what they're able to do in their communities to impact others. Because look, guys, your mom just said that these cards have been in Africa. Do you know how special that is? How crazy, how far that is? And it hasn't even been a week. Can you imagine how far this is going to go in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month?
We're excited.
A year. You never know.
By the end of the year,
8
it'll
years.
probably be like the whole world.
Yeah, you guys could be on Ellen.
Well,
And then
we
you
would-
better tell Ellen about me, okay?
We want to be on the Today Show too.
What about the other side of the world and all the other global places?
It could happen.
And guess what? We gave a card to someone else from a different country, so maybe we'll be known through
In
there
France,
too.
huh? That
Yeah,
was
in France.
Yeah, and what a great thing to be known by. Not to be known for anything bad, but for kindness.
What's it? You know, there's another thing that we want to happen here, and this is why it's a good opportunity to be on your show to help spread the word, because we did start a Facebook page, Whalen and Eli's Acts of Kindness, and we want as many people as possible to go like our Facebook page, and we want people to share on our page acts of kindness that they do for other people and acts of kindness that are done for them. So we want to hear new and unique ideas of acts of kindness that we can even implement into our cards. So tomorrow, Shasta, if you think of some brilliant idea of some fabulous thing you could do,
I may.
please post on our Facebook page.
Okay, all right. I expect all of you to be posting on that Facebook page. And I mean, okay, look at this. I've never had any guests bring me some flowers on set, so thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we even brought you flowers that are planted so that hopefully they won't even die.
You know what?
They'll just last.
I love that.
You can plant them in your yard.
I'll have my dad plant it, and then I'll give him something in return. No, this is a fantastic idea, and the reason why this episode is so important, I know it's a little different as far as the setup goes, but kindness is definitely something that we all need to be practicing, and it's not something that we can have too much of. You can never have too much kindness. I don't care what anybody says.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
To the moon and back, right?
To the whole multiverse and back.
Yep.
Woo! And Juliet, with this project, how has this really opened you up, shown you the light that, you know, that there's still good in this world?
Well, it's actually kind of interesting because in starting the project, the important thing was the kids doing, you know, something for school to complete a school assignment. But the cards have actually become fun for me too. So I actually have a stack of those sitting next to my cash register, and I've been handing them out to every customer, just letting them know my son and his best friend are working on this project for school, and we'd love your help. So it's actually inspired me to reach out further than I normally do. And I'll tell you this little story. I had a bride in the shop this morning. She's in her 50s, and she was telling me that this is not her first wedding, and because she's a little older, she felt like she shouldn't wear a veil because people who were at her wedding would look at her and say, well, that's just ridiculous, you know. So I told her, I said, you know, part of what we have to do as people is to realize that we're criticizing ourselves in ways other people don't. And I told her, you know, this is your wedding and you're beautiful. And if you want to put a beautiful veil on, you should do that. And if anybody in your guest group is looking at you judgmentally like that, that's on them, not on you. You can't internalize that. So I had already given her a kindness card, and after I had talked to her about the idea of the veil, she said, you should be a motivational speaker, and you should put that on a kindness card, because she said, I now feel like I can go to my own wedding and wear a beautiful veil and I don't have to be ashamed of who I am. And so even the little act of kindness was just simply telling somebody, you're beautiful and you're a bride and you should wear a veil to your wedding. I mean, just the smallest comments or encouragement, because we don't always have somebody there to encourage us. There's always somebody there to tear us down, I feel like. But you should be the one light in the world that builds people up.
This also reminds me how important it is to not judge others, because you never know what other people are going through, because we haven't walked in their shoes, you know, and it's very important too, because we're not the judge.
Right.
We're not called to judge. We are just called to love. We are called to love. And we are running out of some time, but Eli, why, what do you want to tell the viewers why they need to start being kind to people?
Remember you saying how big or small? No matter how big or small you are, you could still do kindness.
That's right.
Yes, you
No
can.
matter how big and no matter how old you are, how little you are, young you are, you could still do kindness for everyone.
Yeah, kindness is not measured by your height or your weight or your age or how many times you've been married. Nothing. None of that.
Yep.
None of that.
Yep.
Not even if you're poor, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You can still.
You just be you and be kind to the world, and you can get kindness back.
This is absolutely true. Absolutely true.
Be kind to the world, you get kindness back.
Yeah.
Just
You're
like
hearing
Lily.
it from the mouths of little boys. This is great. Keep in mind, they're only 7, so I am super impressed by their hearts and by their willingness to take back shopping carts for people. And you guys are doing great things. Julia, I'm sure that you are super just happy and ecstatic that they're doing this. What is it like being a mom and witnessing your son and your son's friend doing something like this?
It's another thing that makes me proud is that I know a lot of schools have issues with bullying, behavior problems, all these things, and we've actually talked about the fact that acts of kindness includes if somebody talks mean to you, that means you don't have to talk mean back.
Yeah,
if
that's
you're being
kindness.
kind is as simple as talking nice to people when you have no reason to. So I'm super proud of both of these guys for sharing that and be anti-bullying, anti-mean, and just positive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that we can all learn from Eli and Whalen's acts of kindness that they have shared on set today of Shasta's journey. And if 7-year-olds are acting this way, I think 20-year-olds, I think 30-year-olds, 70-year-olds, doesn't matter your age or your size, you can be kind to one another. And I think this is such a good lesson, such a good episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And please reach out, share your story at shastasjourney.com. I don't think they have a hashtag yet, but let's make one. Hashtag Eli and Whalen's act of kindness. Okay, guys? So if you guys have an act of kindness, make sure you go to their Facebook page, check it out. I'd love to hear what God is doing in your life and how you are being kind to others. God bless.